couple of videos, and then when I'm happy, I click update. And now if I just go into my browser, and let me just share this link with you guys. And that way, if you want to check it out for yourself, you can. And you can see it looks pretty good on mobile. It's not perfect yet on mobile, but it's pretty good. But the point is, you know, it looks pretty awesome. I'm going to share my screen again so you can see what it actually looks like to like the public, right? So you can see, you know, huge image and, you know, the About Me section on the left side here, and then one email capture, my videos and photos, second email capture. So if I want to, you know, I'm going back to my builder section here. If I want to, like, for example, move a section around, I can just drag like the video library above the email capture. And then if I refresh this here, now you'll see the video section. You see the video section now above the email capture. So if I want to add a map, I can add a map to my office. There's us, Third Street East, and I can call it my office. I click save, and now that will be added to the bottom of the site as well. So anyway, that's pretty cool. It's not perfect yet, which is why we haven't released it. That's why it's still on the staging site. But I think that should give you a pretty good sense of where we're going with these things.
Hey Justin, on the emails, the way you can capture the emails, are those directly into our contacts in the app?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So anyway, getting there quickly. Like I said, don't judge us too harshly yet because there are still a couple of bugs in there. But very, very, like, I created this site in like 5 minutes, actually. And it looks really good. And when we release it, it's not, you know, it'll work perfectly for everyone, and it'll look just as good on mobile as it does on desktop. And so we expect that we're going to work out these last couple of minor tweaks in the next 24, 48 hours. And the goal is to release it, you know, in advance of that Facebook Live. So hopefully we'll hit that. If not, it'll be later in the day on Thursday, possibly Friday, but it'll be this week. I've got no doubt about that because it is very close. And then, so that's one thing. We are nearly, I think we're probably going to send the new apps because we're releasing a new Android and iPhone app that are like super duper simple. We're gonna send those to the store, to Google Play and to the App Store this week. Android will always be processed faster than iPhone because that's just Google versus Apple. So you may be able to access the new mobile app on Android this week. iPhone will probably be next week. And then the last big thing that we're going to do this month is ad creation on desktop. So you'll be able to create your ads not just on mobile, you'll be able to create them from your mute, please. Mute, please. Thank you. You'll be able to create ads from your laptop, tablet, desktop, whatever, as well. So those are the three main things, like landing pages this week, new apps next week, ad creation on desktop in the last week of February. And then we get into March, and we've got big plans for that as well. In fact, we're shifting around a couple of the priorities that we've been talking about. So in response to the feedback that we've been getting from you, so I'll announce what we're going to do in March, probably in the next week or two. But it's going to be very much aligned with what you have all been requesting. Especially you, Kawan. We hear you, buddy. All right, he's on the phone. Okay, so anyway, let's get to questions. I'm sure there are lots.
Okay. This is Luciana. I promised I would call on you. So if you want to come out, I see you.
Oh, hi guys. Thanks for the answer, Cheryl. Cheryl is great, by the way. I mean, I've never seen somebody so point as her, like always.
I know. She puts us all to shame.
Lucky you. So when I talk to few prospectors, they always ask me about the ROI, and I kind of like just walk around. But what do you advise me to just answer to them? Because most of them, they want to know like what is the rate of like sales that they can get out of it.
Well, I mean, sales is something that is hard for us to control, right? Like, I can't control whether anyone's going to want to buy their particular product. But what we can control, we can provide a ton of value in our platform, right? So if you were to kind of, deconstruct everything that we've included, right? Like if you were to, okay, so what would it cost you to get like an unlimited number of landing pages or websites? I mean, even one on like, WordPress or Squarespace or Wix or whatever is going to be $20, $30 a month. What would it cost for a sales management system like a Salesforce or, any of these other like CRM products out there? 20, 30, $40 a month. What would it cost for 5,000 impressions on, Google, YouTube, other great sites? You can look this up yourself, but the average is $10 per 1,000 impressions. So for 5,000 impressions so 5,000 times $10 per 1,000, you're looking at $50 worth of impressions. So you put those three things together, right? The unlimited landing pages for $30, the CRM for let's say $30, the ad impressions for 50, 30, 30, 50 is 110. We're charging 47. Okay. And, as we continue to add lead magnets, retargeting, content marketing, like our goal is to keep our price the same and to continue to add more and more and more value into that monthly subscription. So already I think we're in a place where we're providing a pretty extraordinary amount of value, but you can expect that to continue to grow. You could also break it down on a cost per click basis. We look at this and, again, do your own research, but typical cost per click on, Google, Facebook, whatever you're looking at, like $1.50, $2. Our customers' average cost per click is less than 50 cents. So, you're getting a heck of a lot more and you're paying less than if you were to go and do this yourself.
Yeah. Great, thank you. Just
okay,
one
no problem.
Question.
Sure.
Is that anytime soon you guys considering have those advertisements as a short like video or something that can have a move or something like a GIF or something like that?
Sorry, I don't run that by me again.
Oh, sorry. So is that anytime soon you guys think about that going to be possible to have the advertisement instead of a picture, have like a short video or something like that?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we're looking at that.
Okay.
It's going to, advertise, like video ads cost more than image ads. So we have to look at sort of how do we price that? Because it wouldn't be 5,000, it would be something less than 5,000 for the $47, right? Because the cost of video ads is just higher.
Yeah.
Especially on sites like YouTube, where like advertising on YouTube is fantastic, but it's more expensive because there's sort of like a piece of every ad. You know this from just being on YouTube, that is like forced, like. You have to watch like the first 6 seconds, or depending on the ad, you have to watch the whole 30 seconds. So to take up that much time, which is obviously longer than like a split second you might look at a picture, the cost is significantly more. So we have to look at that. It's not. I'm not going to say it's at the very, very top of our list of priorities. You just heard what we've got planned for the next few weeks, and I can tell you that March is going to address Probably the number one thing that, people have been asking us for. Well, the two biggest things people have been asking us for. So video ads is not in those top two, but I think it'll be something that we integrate like between April and June.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. No, thank you. Great questions.
Thank you. Thank you for the nice words too. I get to say thank you. Rachel Kelders. Rachel, do you want to come out and ask your question?
I have a question.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm confused about impressions. Are they in addition to my push notifications I'd be getting from my proximity marketing efforts, carrying my unit around with me?
Okay, so the Google Nearby platform is gone. So that device, it has no purpose at all anymore. Okay, we replaced when Google Nearby went away on December 6th. We pointed our devices at the various network of websites and apps, and then on January 2nd, we moved from physical beacons to what we call virtual gems. So the device that you have is not adding any value at all. So you can not worry about carrying that around. Just it doesn't do anything anymore. It's all virtual. It's all software. Okay.
Hey, Cheryl, I see a few people have their hands up. Do you want me to go ahead and start at the top?
Sure.
Kathy Kovanich, did you want to ask a question? Angela Jones?
No, Kathy's talking, but she's on mute. One sec.
Okay. I'll unmute her.
Okay.
Is that good now?
Yeah, I hear.
Okay, so when you create your landing pages and they're desktop, can we also create them on like iPads and our phones the way we can now with the app?
So when I say desktop, what I'm saying, what I really mean is through like a browser, like through Chrome or through, so not through like an app that you download from the store. Right. So yes, you go to like royaltie.com and you log in. Right. That's what I mean. So it's in that login area. You can access that on desktop, laptop, tablet. You can access it on your phone. It just doesn't work quite as well. The new app that we're releasing is meant to be really, 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 really simple. Okay, so it's not going to have, it's going to, and the reason for that is new customers, we know that they're finding it tricky to navigate inside the app that we have because it's, it was designed to be sort of like a sales management app, and to even get to the advertising, you have to it's not obvious. You have to click on the lightning bolt, and then you got to navigate around. It's not super obvious. So the new app that we're releasing is really, really intuitive and obvious. You can stay on if you like the app that you have right now. We're not taking it away. Okay, that's going to still be there. Chat, file sharing, sales management. You can create your digital business cards there, all that stuff. The new app is not going to have any of the things that I just listed. Okay, you're going to be able to create ads, manage the location of those ads, and you're also going to be able to view and share your landing pages, but you're not going to be able to create landing pages inside the mobile app. We think, right, and the rest of the world pretty much agrees with this, that websites are not really something that must be created mobile, right? Like, it makes sense. It's not like, we have royaltie.com. It's not like I'm I don't know, like walking down the street and I'm like, oh, I really have to change royaltie.com. Like, if I want to make a change to it once a month, right, then we do it, from our developer's laptop. So other sites are similar to this, right? Like you create your pages through the browser, like on desktop, on laptop. You don't generally create them through mobile because the layout's not as good, the features aren't as extensive. Like you can do a much better job when you have the full screen space. So that's the decision that we've made. You will create your landing pages from your laptop, from your desktop, and you'll be able to access them through the app, in the new app, but not like create landing pages from the app. We don't think that that's a useful feature.
So the app that's up now, we
Yep.
still will be able to create the business cards and everything,
Yes.
little pages, because I've done some and they've worked out really well.
Yeah.
I don't want to take it so we're still going to be able to do that. Then I'll be able to download the other app also, right? Is that what
Correct.
you're saying?
Yeah, you'll still absolutely. Okay. Look, my criticism of the business cards on mobile is, to me, they don't look very good on desktop. They look fine on mobile, but they don't look very good on desktop. Now, that wasn't really a problem in the old days because it was all like, Google Nearby, linking from it was only through your mobile phone, right? Bluetooth enabled smartphone. But now that we're advertising on any kind of device, laptop, desktop, tablet, iPhone, whatever, it's really important that our landing pages look awesome on all devices, not just mobile devices. And the way to make a landing page look great on desktop is to allow people to build it on desktop.
Okay. So now I use I know Wix, you can't build your website on Wix from my iPad.
Exactly. Same with Squarespace. Same with
But with yours, you're saying I will be able to.
Yeah, you can still do that, but like honestly,
it's not going to be as good.
It's just not going to be as good. You got it. It's like I guarantee you that the websites, right, that you build on desktop are going to look way better, right, than what you build on mobile. They just will.
Okay.
Like I can tell you that this already looks better than what the business cards look like when you build them on mobile.
Okay.
Right. So, where we're going is to have like one app that's dedicated to like lead generation activities, and which is the new one, and that's going to be the one that we continue to build on. And then the one that we have now is going to be more dedicated to sort of like sales management, team management, file sharing, chat, managing your sales activities, right? That's sort of like a very clean line that we're making between the two.
Okay.
But anyway, we're not taking that app. The existing app, like we're not touching it.
Okay, super.
Cool.
Because as I said, the business card building and the little landing pages, I've actually done some pretty nice ones, I think. And
I have no question that that's true. Okay, and thousands of other people have built great things just like you using that tool. But you're going to be able to do much better, much more beautiful pages using the new tool.
And the fact that you can't send these to a desktop, really.
Well, you can, but they don't look good on.
They don't look good at all. No, I know. Okay, that's
right?
good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kathy. This is from Rachel, but she was at work listening in and couldn't come out. She's asking when the contact information goes into when the contact information from our landing page goes into our contact section, are we adding another place where we can chat with them back? Like basically question on email autoresponder.
Look, you can see that's the direction that we're going. It's not tomorrow, it's not the next day, but of course it makes total sense, to be able to take all the leads that you're generating and market to them through our platform. Yes. I don't know when, but yes, of course that makes sense. And that's another example of, an external system that you do not need to integrate with, right? Another $20, $30 monthly subscription that will be part of our platform, seamlessly integrated.
Thanks, Justin. Angela Jones, did you want to come out?
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, Angela.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, I have a question. So, I'm one of them, but to some people that don't know what this means, when you say ad creation on the landing page, can you explain that? What do that mean?
Sorry, ad creation on the landing page?
Yes, you said ad creation.
So on mobile.
Oh, it's on the mobile.
Oh, ad creation on the, okay, sorry,
Yeah.
ad creation on desktop is what I said. So you know how you build your ads through the app right now?
Yes.
You will be able to build your ad from your like royaltie.com login.
Oh, okay. Okay. One more other question, this last one.
So the reason why that's really important is right now, and this is something for all of you. If you're like, this will make sense to you. If if you're an affiliate, you're bringing customers on board. The experience of a new customer right now is not, it's not ideal in our view, because here's what they have to do. They have to go to royaltie.com to place their order, right? After they place their order, then they have to go into the app store, download an app to create their ad, right? So that's like a totally separate step that they need to do in order to actually get up and running. So instead, what should happen and what will happen soon, like by the end of this month, is you go to royaltie.com, you place your order, right? And then right from that same browser where you just place your order, you log in and you can just create your ad right there.
Oh, wow.
Right? Like that makes way more sense.
That's good.
And I'll tell you one of the big things that we're working on for March is a completely seamless end-to-end new customer onboarding, right? So, you go to royaltie.com, you sign up, you place your order, it takes you automatically, okay, into like a step-by-step flow where you end up with an ad and a landing page, right? Like step by step by step, so that by the time 5 minutes go by, every single customer that has placed their order is also up and running in their with their app and landing page. All of it's been created, and we don't have people who are because right now we've got people like a week later haven't created their ad, or 2 weeks later haven't created their ad. So we want a totally seamless onboarding experience for every new customer. So that's a really big priority for
wow. You a bad man. That is gonna be so much easier for a person like me and bringing in so many people. And this is gonna just take them right there. Wow.
No,
that's
100%.
Awesome.
Like I'll tell you something else. I mean, the reason why we're doing this is, like the good thing is people really love the product, and cancellations are way down. But when people cancel, almost 100% of the time, these are people that never got up and running properly, right? So we can address, and I'm talking about like 95% of people who cancel are people that just never got set up properly. People that are using the product, they really like it, which is awesome, right?
Yes.
Like that's really good news. So we believe that by allowing people to create landing pages and ads on desktop, and giving them like a really kind of simple step-by-step onboarding experience, that's going to address, by far the biggest reason for cancellation. So that's why it's such a big priority.
Yeah, that's great. I think that's awesome.
Thanks,
you're welcome.
This is from Jeff. It says, is there any discussion of changing the beacon names to pins versus gems, since there is no longer any physical device? I found prospects are confused with the terminology, given now that we are dropping pins. Just a thought.
Yeah, we're actually going to drop the name gems. So I wasn't going to bring that up, but since you did, we're going to drop the name gems and we're going to call them ad pins, because it's more intuitive. And I agree with you. Like, what's a gem? Right? Like, first you have to explain what the gem is, and then you have to explain what it does. No, we're going to call them ad pins.
Vito, did you want to come out? Do you have your hand raised? Dean said amen.
I have a question. Justin, can we do this? Is it like, I don't think it'd be super big deal, but can we add, you know how we have the training for all the new people that come in on how to get started? I think you said with the onboard, but I kind of was talking to a customer, so I hope I ain't gonna play myself and say something that you already addressed. But if it's a way that right in the app, it just has what to do first, you know, just push that. So it tells you exactly how to do your ads, exactly how you do it. That way they don't have to go to corporate site. We don't have to send them links. We don't have to say go here. We don't have to say go there. It's just right there.
Look, we talk about like what we want to achieve, you know, from a training standpoint, and what we talk about what we want to achieve from a support standpoint. But the truth is that, you know, you've done your job and developed a great product when you don't need training and you don't need support, right? Like, it just works and it's intuitive. And so, you know, what the way it will work is I go to royaltie.com, I place my order, I am immediately taken into a step-by-step, you know, like 3 steps where I enter my business name. I enter my headline description. I choose a photo, right, from like a list of photos based on my industry. I pick, you know, I enter my address, or I pick, you know, where I want the ad to run on the map, and you click confirm, and you're up and running. And you can go back and you can edit it. You can make changes. You can do whatever you want. But every single customer who orders will go through a standard series of like 2 or 3 or 4 steps that will take 5 minutes, and by the end of that, 100% of people will be up and running.
Perfect. Yeah, that's
generating results.
I probably didn't hear you when you said that. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like, it needs to be like, you can't even do nothing else. You got to say right here.
You cannot do anything else other, like, you can't access it. Like, you have to go through that process, and everyone will. And that's what we're gonna do. Well, we're doing it in March. There's a bit of haggling. There's a bit of internal debate because there's one other priority, and we're deciding which one comes first, this onboarding thing or this other priority that I know is going to make all of you very happy. So both of them are going to happen in March. It's just a question of which one we do first.
All right, excellent.
Thanks. And there was another. So can we have 2 separate apps on the phone, new one and old one?
100%. Yeah. So one's going to be, I think, like Upline CRM, which is the sales management tool. I think that we're going to call the other one, the new one is going to be called, I think, probably Upline Ads, just to make it clear. But we haven't officially named it yet. But I think we're going to do that because the other, you know, you got like Google Ads is an app, and Facebook Ads is an app. So just in line with that, I think Upline Ads is probably going to be what we call the new one.
Makes sense.
Thanks, guys. Gary, I think that this, 1 second, Vito. Gary had a question about the Realtor landing page. It was just designed as a Realtor landing page. You can create whatever style landing page you want, fill in any of the information. So it's totally.
Wait, no, not everybody's a Realtor? Oh, shit. Yeah, come on.
Yep, you can design whatever you'd like. Go ahead, Vito. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, I think I sent the message in earlier in reference to payments. We're not using Venmo or PayPal anymore. Am I correct?
We don't use Venmo ever, but we are still on PayPal this month. The goal is to pay everybody on the new system next month.
Is that the credit card one?
That's the credit card one.
Okay, where do we get that card from?
Details to follow.
Works.
We'll announce it. You don't have to do it. Just sit back and relax and let us take care of it.
Just whisper to me right now.
Okay, Vito, don't tell anyone. But we're gonna mail them out.
Good enough. Nothing but fun.
Yeah, good question.
So is there any wearable branding gear on the horizon to promote Royaltie, from Jeff? We do have the Royaltie apparel shop, but go ahead. I cut you off. Yeah.
Hold on. Should I show this?
For sure.
All right. This is where I get all my gear. Let me just see. Go to the bottom at royaltie.com, and you click on the t-shirt, And this takes you to the store, and we got, I don't know, like a million things. Sweatshirts. We got to replace some of these logos though. There's beacons and Wi-Fi stuff. So we got to replace that. We got to update it. But there's like kids stuff, and if you want to get, I don't know, a royalty. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend the royalty tapestry, but it's there. Laptop cases, stickers. Anyway, the t-shirts are great. The sweatshirts are great. I can vouch for both of those. Because that's 50% of what I wear all day long.
Thanks, Justin. Gary says his question was, any templates for other verticals or industries besides realtor?
I'm sorry, templates?
Yeah.
Yeah, so look, we're going to come out with templates for ads and landing pages in the future. For sure. For now, like that one I just showed you, I just kind of made that up off the top of my head in like, I don't know, it took me less than 5 minutes. It probably, the hardest thing was just finding, some realtor videos on YouTube to post. But the whole thing is like, you'll see, like 3-4 minutes.
Thanks, Justin. Eric Mitchell, do you have your hand raised? Do you want to come out?
I did, but my question's been answered, so I'm fine.
Okay, thanks, Eric. There was also Angel. Angel, do you have a question? Did you want to come out?
No, my question's been answered also.
Okay, Jimmy Kirby, do you have your hand up? Do you have a question? Tammy, did you just raise your hand, or was that a no? Oh, maybe you're just waving. Jimmy Kirby, are you there? Do you want to come out? No? Okay. This is some of the questions that were sent in earlier.
Yeah.
This is, are we going to have more pictures? I have an all-natural pest control, and I need pictures of bed bugs.
Sorry, what?
This is, when are we going to get more pictures? I need pictures of all-natural pest control or pictures of bed bugs.
Whoa, that's specific. So we are in the new app going to have a new, much better library of images. That's not, we do not currently have pest control images. So, but there's great resources that have like restock images. What, unsplash.com is a good one.
Pixabay.
What's that?
Pixabay, Michael Penn.
Yeah.
Pixabay.
Yeah, Google Images for sure.
You can get some from Canva too. Canva has free stock photos as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canva, Unsplash, I just added.
Ooh. Guys are good. Okay, next question. Somebody just was talking about the response from support and saying thank you. They thought that was awesome. I guess they got a live Zoom.
Yes. Hey, we're like, these live Zooms are awesome, guys. Those of you that aren't aware of what I'm talking about, still emails. If you have a problem, still email support. Our regular support team, like our support team, will do one of two things. Either they will answer your question over email, and the goal is to not have to go back and forth. So they're just going to, answer it and solve the issue. And if they can't, they're going to give you a link, and you just click that link, and it opens up a Zoom meeting, and we staff that all day long, and you can just talk to someone live, and you can screen share, and you're like, anyway, we launched this last Thursday, last Wednesday, and rave reviews, guys. It's been amazing.
So Olivier is asking, would it be possible to get our site multi-language friendly?
Yes.
But in the bottom
Like,
left.
but you can make it whatever language you want.
Yeah, bottom left-hand corner on the desktop, you can go bottom left and you can change the language, Olivier.
Oh no, that's the Royaltie site. I think he means the landing page. I don't know, actually. Olivia, can you clarify? Like, royaltie.com is translated. If you mean your landing page, there's no restriction on that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, you did. That was perfect.
Okay, awesome.
With all of the new changes, is it going to be possible to create several ads and save them in a library of ads that are approved, which then can be associated with different ad pins?
Yes, ad library is, so here's the deal with ad library. Ad library is a super important building block in the overall plan that we have. So that means being able to create as many ads as you want and store them and get analytics on how each one of those ads is performing. It also means being able to share ads with your teammates, copying, duplicating ads. We will be able to create templates of proven ads with pictures and text that work really well for each industry. You will also then be able to use these ads that you've created or ones that we provide for additional services that we're going to offer in the future, like remarketing, where after someone comes to your landing page, you continue to advertise to them as they continue to browse other sites. So ad library is absolutely something that is incredibly important to our plans for 2019. However, I said before that ad library and onboarding were going to be our two things in March. That plan has changed. We're going to do ad library now in April to make way for something that we think is going to add more value and that many of you have been requesting. So that's the change. We were always planning on doing onboarding in March. We still will, but ad library is pushed out to April, and in its place is coming something we think that will be even more valuable.
Thanks, Justin. Joel says he loved the last, Joel Breezy, by the way, he says he loved the last promo and was able to get 8 new customers using it. Can we do it again?
Yeah, we'll probably do it again, but we got something else planned. Well, I guess we'll announce it Thursday.
For sure. The next question is, just when will we be able to use the landing page tool, but you already got to that. Targeting of ads. Besides proximity, will there be different ways to target ads in the future?
Yes, for sure. For sure. Next quarter. So between April and June, we're going to add targeting. By interest, by gender, by age, things like that.
With since there's no physical beacon, is it possible that I can have someone else market my ad for me in a different location? You can place your pin in any location.
Yeah.
Have somebody else market the ad, right? Just place the pin wherever.
Move the pin. Move that ad pin.
Right on. How many times how many times per hour maybe? I don't know. How many times per hour maybe does it pin to a device?
Does it maybe pin to a device?
It says no, pin.
Pin? That's not, I wouldn't think of it like it's, I don't know, pinning to a device or pinging to a device. It's more like you create an ad, you set the location, and every day your ad will be displayed to people who are near that location on, popular apps and websites based on your monthly subscription. So if you have 5,000 guaranteed impressions, your ad will appear to approximately 200 people a day in that location on Google, YouTube, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
How many apps are we broadcasting to?
Thousands.
Is there a way to see the ad as it displays on different platforms?
Do you mean like a preview?
I think it's like a preview.
That's coming soon. That'll be actually part of. Let me think. That might be this month, maybe as part of the ad creation on desktop, but it will be for sure part of the onboarding next month.
Yes, Justin, I can honestly say this is Kim Gill in California.
Hey.
That one of my reps actually, while we was on the phone, saw his ad appear in his Gmail.
Awesome.
He had it pinned to his phone, and he actually did see his ad appear.
That's unusual, but I'm always happy to hear it when it happens.
Yeah, I know it. That's what I know it, but it works. It works.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, people need it works. You ain't got to keep looking for the ad, and I don't understand why people look for that anyway, because with no other platform.
I know. Look, I think that many people still kind of think that this is, Android, Google Nearby, notifications where you could just kind of see it on an Android phone. So making that kind of like adjusting to the new reality is one issue. I think that, there's just kind of I think a very natural skepticism, right? Like what we have is something very exciting and very unique. And I think people, some people are skeptical and
scared of something new.
Yeah, that's cool. We're going to address that in a very direct, very impactful way very soon. And so we're going to put all of that skepticism to rest very, very soon.
You got a beautiful system, man. I love it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Have a great one.
Just wait. Just wait. You ain't seen nothing.
Okay.
Thanks, Justin. Hey, Joel, are you waving, raising? You want to
I
come
don't know how do you raise your hand on here? I don't know how to do that.
So I saw you. That's
so
good.
I keep raising my hand. Justin, quick question, and I was trying to get this from Cheryl, and I think I confused her. When we say the ad shows up 5,000, minimum of 5,000 times a month, is that person specific, or does that mean that an ad is rolling across on a site 5,000 times, but maybe 20 people see it? Or is it
no. 5,000 humans will see your ad, guaranteed.
So it's specific, that ad showing up on my actual feed, not a generic feed.
It'll, like not yours necessarily, but 5,000 people in the area you specify will absolutely see it with their, assuming that they're looking at their screen, they will see it. If they have a blindfold on, then they won't. But it will be shown to 5,000 people for sure.
Gotcha. Thank you.
This is from Vernon. He says, my ad updates approximately every 48 hours. Will the time be shortened?
It updates every 24. So it's not every 48.
Impressions are gross, no uniques, right? That's from David Brown.
Correct. If it's possible that someone might see your ad twice. But that's not a bad thing. People need to see a message more than once, right? Before depending. It's anywhere from 7 to 20 times, depending on who you believe. But this is actually a big reason why remarketing is going to be so valuable, because that's going to allow you to hit everyone who visits your landing page to continue to advertise to them 5, 10, 20 times to bring them back, to convert them into a lead or a customer. So repetition is incredibly valuable. Successful marketers understand that, implicitly.
Thanks, Justin. Is there a list of platforms our ad will be on?
It's a very long list. But again, we will share this with you in a very, very, simple, highly compelling way sooner than you think.
Jimmy Kirby, do you want to come out? I'm trying to decipher. He has one that's following him around. Yeah, and I guess I don't know. I open it to show someone the radius is not where I'm at. Is this normal? is it really at my location? I guess he's asking if it's following your location if you click on follow my location.
Look, it is, as long as you haven't disabled it. I cannot speak to whether, like, your app, or I guess your operating system, will ask you, multiple times, like, to confirm that you still want to allow the app to track your location. I don't know that you haven't said that you haven't disabled that. I also don't know, like, I also am aware that there's some location things, location gets affected with like power saving mode on. But as long as the location is has not been disrupted in some way, then yeah, it's following you.
Thanks, Justin. Dick and Mary Reed. Hey guys. Do you want to come on in? Hi.
Good morning.
Excellent.
Wow. Excellent.
Hi.
We are so impressed.
Seriously.
Wow.
Thanks, guys. Nice to meet
well,
you.
you know what? We looked at this as to promote another program, and now we're going, oh, wait a minute. This is going to be, our wheelhouse right now, because I can just see. What I love is the diversity, the ages, the differences, and people got different, some people want to advertise their bugs, or get rid of bugs. But what I was wanting to know, and we're going to be in Atlanta. We just made that decision.
Great.
Okay. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Okay.
awesome.
We're impressed with the technology, your foresight, your vision, and your following through. And that's important. Now, you were doing the landing pages and you were showing the example of the realtor. Is there a one landing page that you're going to create just to promote Royaltie that we can put in, like a replicated, duplicated one, so that when somebody wants to promote Royaltie and not their other business, click on that, fill in their information, and let's go to town.
A fast track.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. In the same way that we are going to have like an ad, a library of proven ads by industry, we're going to do the same thing with the landing pages. But we're not just going to do Royaltie because, like you said, we've got a wide diversity of customers. This is not just a business of affiliates. Like, by far, most of our customers are just our customers, like traditional customers of a business. And so we're going to learn, once we launch these landing pages, we're going to learn that what wording, what photos, et cetera, lead to higher lead conversion rates. And so we will be able to develop not just a library of proven ads, but a library of proven landing pages for all different kinds of businesses.
Okay.
So if you are a plumber and you don't have a website, I think it would be amazing to come here and say that you're a plumber, and we say, okay, well, here is your optimized ad, and here is your optimized landing page.
Okay.
Like right out of the box, right?
Okay.
Like I'm not aware that exists anywhere else. I think that's really cool.
How about an out of the box one just for Royaltie?
Well, of course. My point is, for Royaltie, for plumbers, for realtors, for who knows, right? Like we do have many network marketers, and we could easily say, okay, this is the most effective, Herbalife landing page, right? Like we're not restricted in the types of templates that we provide, right? Like this is a really great landing page for anyone who sells cosmetics. This is a great landing page for anyone who sells this or personal training or whatever, right? Like if we've learned kind of one important lesson, and I say this every webinar, but it's really true. It is not enough to provide a simple platform. We also now understand that our role is to, because 99% of our customers have never advertised online before. So we need to not just provide a simple platform, we also need to provide that, value add, done for you landing page, right? Like that's what is going to drive the most value for our customers. We've come to kind of appreciate that.
Excellent. We certainly,
and we've got so much data that we can actually do these things, right? Like we've got, we're going to run probably something like 60 million ads this month, right? So the data that we're getting from such a breadth and diversity of customers is, in so many different countries and so many different products. Like we're going to have a lot of data to work with to optimize this for everybody.
This is genius.
Thank
It
you.
is.
Well, welcome. Great to have you on board.
Not only that, but Justin, you seem to put together a really terrific team. You're obviously very, very, very technical, but you're very, very communicative as well. You're getting your story across very well. You're explaining it to us. We're part of that 99% that have never been around the block like this. You've done all this in your mind. And Mary alluded to the diversity of the people on this call, the excellent questions that they're asking. Some of them are level 1 questions, some of them are more advanced, but all of us need to hear those answers. So kudos to you and your staff and your team. Kudos big time to Cheryl. I love her trainings and how she engages people and draws them in. And I love the network system that we have going here. Tammy Lassen's one of our upline, and she's been extremely supportive. So you're building a culture here along with all the technical. So bravo, keep it up. We love it.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very, very kind of you. And I agree. Cheryl's awesome. Tammy's awesome. You guys are awesome. Everybody here is great. Welcome. We have 2 or 3 minutes left, Cheryl.
Yep, for sure. So the next question was, if I have a link to a website landing page I am promoting, is the impression just to view the link, or do they click on the link first for the impression? What's the difference between basically the impression and the click?
Impression is someone seeing it, right? It's been displayed to a human. A click is when that human actually clicks on your ad.
Right, like I think on the display, when you're looking at your ad display, there's an eyeball, and that's the impression, and kind of the arrow will tell you the amount of people that clicked on that.
Yeah.
So add that.
Yeah, it's an arrow, or it's like an outline of a human, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there share codes for pre-built pages in the future? Share codes for pages. So can you share with your team through a code the page you're already built?
I don't know how we're going to enable sharing exactly on the pages. I don't know that we need codes. I feel like we can probably be smarter than that. Because we already have really, cool file sharing capabilities. So anyway, I don't know exactly the mechanism we're going to use to share those ads and pages, but we're going to enable that for sure.
Hey, Tony.
Aha, there I am. Thank you. 2 questions. Number 1, on the map pin, can you make it go greater than 10 kilometers? I have a couple of doctors that their range is more than 3 miles from their office in both directions. That's number 1.
So it's 10 kilometers in both directions, right? So
no, doesn't it just go like 10 kilometers? You sit the center of the pin and the middle of the pin goes.
You know what? That's crazy. Is it?
I think so. That's what it looked like to me.
Hey, you know what? I'm learning something every day. I don't know if that's. I thought it was a radius, but let me just as opposed to a diameter. All right.
All right. I'll go to question number 2. On the landing page.
Yeah. Hey, I just answered my own question. It says radius, so it's 10 kilometers in every direction.
Okay, then I misunderstood it. Okay.
Anyway. So we don't have plans to expand it because it's not, at some point it stops being proximity marketing, right? We do know that there are lots of customers that we have that may care more about other methods of targeting. Like I want to reach every, 25-year-old male in the whole country, right? I don't really care if they're in St. Louis or Seattle. It doesn't matter to me. Right. So we understand that there's going to be customers like that, who have e-commerce businesses, for example. So when we roll out new targeting, we're going to provide more flexibility to all of those factors.
Okay, thank you. Question number 2. On the landing pages that you're making, you mentioned that the contact information they fill in is going to go into the contact area of our back engine. Typically, to me, contacts are people we already know, possibly from our address book, but a lead is someone we didn't know. Is there any way to make it shift to a lead instead until we make it a contact?
So people who go in will be tagged as there's like a little follow-up tag.
Okay. Thank
so
you.
to differentiate them from, your friends.
Excellent. Thank you. You're doing a great job, Justin.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks, guys. We're past the 12 o'clock hour, so I'm gonna let everybody go here. Feel free, I know a couple of people have to text or whatever. Feel free to hit me up right after this webinar. You can also meet us in the Royaltie Affiliate Private Group on Facebook. Remember, make sure that you register for that Atlanta event, royaltieevent.com. Make sure that you're there on Thursday at 11 a.m. Go to Facebook, our Royaltie page, and make sure that you click on Get Reminder so that you are reminded for that amazing Facebook Live that we're going to do. Thank you all so much for being here. Thanks, Justin. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.